probably have, about 15% of the land base. I'm going to say approximately 15%. I'd like to get back with a more accurate figure to you on that. But that's in line with 10% of our population is native in South Dakota. And our people are scattered all over the country, just because they've had to relocate because there's no jobs. And so lots of our folks would love to come home if there were jobs there to support the families. The Intertribal COO is an Intertribal Council on Utility Policy. We formed up originally as an informal organization to discuss telecommunications and energy issues and utility issues, because those are two utility areas that we've never participated in except as customers. Well, Intertribal, COO is made up of now 13 tribes in North Dakota, South Dakota, Nebraska, and Wyoming, and I think soon Montana. We are probably the only organization that focuses on energy issues, climate change issues, in the Northern Plains. And we're the only organization that represents tribal governments in these issues. So Intertribal COO brings a strong coalition of tribal governments to work on these issues in partnership with REAMP. So we're totally unique, in that, not only just because we're native, but we are tribal governments that have an existing relationship with the U.S. government as defined by treaties. In the Northern Plains, the tribes just don't have a lot of allies there that share our views, certainly about tribal development, and frankly, there are the environmental organizations in Dakotas are limited. So I saw that as a chance to maybe bring some of that work, some of that shared experience from the REAMP Alliance onto the Northern Plains, so that we could both gain allies, share strategies, and hopefully share some of the funding to develop outreach programs that focuses on new alliances and outreach to non-Indian communities, because we all live there. We're not going anywhere unless we have to, especially tribal folks, unless somebody wants to give us back some of our land. That ain't going to happen. So we're here for the long haul, for the rest of our lives. And as I mentioned before, we have a tremendous responsibility to provide our own roadmap and a good path for our youth to deal with what's coming as a result of climate change. And energy is just a big part of that. So that's why I see REAMP as a really focused and a good alliance of people that are there already and that have a great deal of experience to share. Well, I've got to say corn. Just because of its food value, it has a spiritual significance to many tribes across the country. It's become, a grain that has been domesticated and grown, in the Northern Plains as a food source for our people, and I think that's something that we want to see more of and protected now. Also, because it's becoming more of a looked at as more of a fuel now, or equally as important as food. And of course, we've got to put food before fuel.